Yame, Georgie, don't eat the camera, boy. Trying to do it. No. Okay, good morning everybody. We are going to do a little catch up with George and Yame. They turned 5 recently. 5, can you believe it? George and Yame, those two little smelly cubs from Spain. George with all his ailments, he just gets by. He's an incredible character, I will say that. Hello boys! Hello boys! Whoa! Yeah, mind the excitement. Okay, so I thought it's probably best to give you guys a recap on George and Yame for those who are new to Lion Whisperer TV. But yeah, George and Yame, 2 lion cubs, apparently born in a circus environment in France, smuggled to Spain, were being used illegally as a tourist photo opportunity at a theme park. So George and Yame were confiscated. They were taken to a facility that looked after them, and unfortunately George was found to be in quite a bad state. He had suffered severely from malnutrition. He was suffering from metabolic bone disease. He had juvenile cataracts, multiple fractures of his bones. His bones were, when you x-rayed him, the bones were literally translucent, and there was just all these little hairline fractures everywhere. So you could just imagine what kind of pain that poor little lion was in. The diet that they were being fed was watered down cow's milk, which is no diet for a carnivore like a lion. Cut a long story short, we were approached by Cash, Campaign Against Canned Hunting, to take on George and Yame, and typically I don't take on rescues, but in this particular case I thought that George and Yame had a story to tell, and I agreed on the basis that we could make a documentary on their life. That we did, and we made a documentary called Cubs to Kings, and I hope you go and look for it. George unfortunately still suffers from the consequences, suffers from treatment when he was younger. Yame bounced back. Yame seemed to just fare better, and was in a much better state when he was rescued, whereas George was more fragile. Anyway, we'll see George and Yame shortly, and I'll just show you a couple of the things on his body, if he allows me, and what we're doing to help him, obviously combat all these little issues. Hey Yam, hey big boy. Oh, you guys pushing. Stop pushing. Calm down, boy. Yeah. No. You can't eat the GoPro. Georgie likes to go after things because he still can't really see properly. So even though he had the cataract surgery and both cataracts were successfully removed, his near vision is not great. A normal lion's near vision is not great. So poor old George battles even more. So it's to be expected when George kind of sees new objects or things that he doesn't see all the time. It's expected that he would naturally try and grab at them. So that's what George does. So he's gonna have a drink. He's on his hindquarters. He battles to pick up muscle mass and weight. So the protuberances on his hips stick out. Hello, big boy. And so that doesn't happen on Yam. So Yame, you can see his back hindquarters here are really good. In fact, over there's no problems. You can see the amount of muscle between that bone and that bone is really good. So You can see no problems there with Yame jumping in a short little ledge like that, no problem. Whereas George has a problem with that, because actually his Achilles tendon is still attached to the calcaneus bone, but the calcaneus bone is actually broken. And unfortunately we've kind of discussed this with the vet, with Dr. Caldwell, and the decision was made not to repair it, because it's very difficult to well, you can repair it, but then it's very difficult to say to old George, you now need to keep off your feet, so you must just have bed rest for 8 weeks. Anyway, let's just let them come out here. Let's have a nice view of Yame's backside. Try and get a good view of George. A little bit skinnier, obviously. You can see the protuberances on his spinous processes all over there, and then there's the protuberances that I'm talking about on his backside. He's done very, very well. He's done very, very well. Stop there, Yam. So all good with Georgie Porgy and Yum Yum Yum. Demands the attention, this boy. No wonder Yummy gets jealous. Huh? Georgie, you cause all the jealousy. Anyway, okay, so the little protuberances on the spine, so the spinous processes, they're always sticking out on him. The hips, the tops of the thigh bone, and you can see over there quite distinctly he lacks the muscle that that Yame has over there, and that is as a result of obviously the way that he walks. He doesn't exercise those muscles like Yame does, or like a normal lion would. So these muscles are totally atrophied, despite the fact that this lion has a very, very, very good appetite, a very, very good diet. There you can see quite clearly the splayed foot and the thickening of the bone just by the ankle there. So that has hey boy, okay, you got your cream on you. Hey Mr. Yum, look at him, what a beautiful cat. Hey Yum Yum, you're a beautiful lion. Yeah, beautiful. People often ask me, do I see or realize the size of the lions? And let the truth be known, you don't see these animals growing. We don't see the maturation or the size. So to me, it's always Mr. Georgie and Mr. Yame, as per the day when they first arrived at the sanctuary all those years ago. That's how I remember them. So George and Yame are still, in my eyes, just big cubs. I think there you might be able to see George's eyes, because that's the last thing that I haven't really discussed about George, is his eyes. He had the cataract surgery when he was a youngster, but after that, well, the cataracts were removed, as well as the doctor did a complete lens removal. So as I said, lions generally are nearsighted. I beg your pardon, lions are generally farsighted and their near vision is not great, but it just what it just means is that George's vision is even worse. So he will swipe at things and he will snap at things, but obviously once he realizes what it is he's snapping at or swiping at, then he quickly settles down and calms down. Okay, see you later. Later, Gator. Later, Gator. From all that excitement when I came in to two very content, calm lions now that I'm leaving. So there we have it, folks. George and Yame update, long overdue, I know, sorry. If you are not subscribed to Lion Whisperer TV, go and subscribe. It's free. There's also the members side of the channel, which gives you access to exclusive videos, members only videos. Also remember, we are on Instagram and on Facebook, so the handle there being Lion Whisperer SA on both. So give us a follow. It will keep you up to date while you wait for the videos. So till next time, guys, thanks for watching. As always, bye.